Well, hi, and welcome to our LifeWave X39 launch. My name is Vanessa,
And I'm Andrew.
and we are presidential directors with LifeWave, a company that we have felt the honor of partnering with, being brand
Absolutely.
partners with for about 9 months now.
Yeah, 9.5 months
Yeah.
since starting the business and side of this and reaching out to people and sharing this incredible product that's changing our life.
So you hear an Aussie accent. If you get this recording later or you're on now, you'll hear an Aussie accent from us. But we have previously lived in Quebec for 8 years, Quebec, Canada for 8 years,
So it's so
and
we're partly Canadian.
and a year in Florida, and we still have
So we're partly American.
family that we love and have left there. So
Yeah. And I'm English, Irish, so Australian. So if you're from any of those countries, we're your people.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to be sharing today about the X39 light therapy, wearable
That's
light
right.
therapy patch. And so we'll be doing a presentation, but before we turn to the screen where we become a little bit less of the focus, and the presentation is very fascinating, but you're going to see it looks like this. It's just a simple patch, and you're patching the back of your neck or under your belly button or anywhere that you get pain as soon as you get access to this patch. So this
Exactly.
has literally been changing our life in so many ways, and we'll share some stories. But I'm
Exactly.
just going to share for a few minutes about the testimonies and the technology of what it is. So let me just share my screen with you while we get it all sorted. Okay. Where do you start?
And this whole
YouTube.
patch, this whole light technology is all about a stem cell technology, which is so big at the moment and so expensive for people. This is why we have jumped all in with this, because this is something that everybody can have access to. And seeing, which you're about to hear, some of the incredible testimonies and the results that people are getting in short to longer periods of time. And it just keeps stacking the longer you're on this, is just why we are so passionate to
Mm.
make sure that we're sharing this with the world.
So the first thing you'll hear a friend say to you is, "Have you been patched yet?" That's what Andrew's best mate said to you.
Exactly. My best mate of over 25 years. I always say the greatest currency on earth is relationship, is trust.
Mhm.
And so 25 years of trust. He literally called me. We arrived just back into Australia, here for about 4 or 5 months. And he said, "Hey, this technology is just coming to my hands." He's in his late 50s. So he's a bit older than I am. And he said, "This is changing my life.
Mm.
The energy I'm getting, my hair is growing back, my hair color is coming back." And I laughed because I've been friends with him for a long time. And I'm like, "Bro, nothing could help you with that one." And yet, when I saw him for the first time, his hair color is coming back.
Mhm.
His hair is growing. So it's all different for every single person. And so we had a conversation like this, and we saw the opportunity, which we're about to share with you now, of how you can get your health back. And we jumped all in.
So a little bit about LifeWave itself and the inventor. His name is David Schmidt. He's a CEO of LifeWave and the inventor. That's a really big deal
It
in
is.
in the technology industry, that the inventor himself would actually have founded this company. This company is not like a supplement company where you pay in a scientist to kind of help validate. This is actually his baby. He's been very, very well known for years and years in the age reversal space. Actually, won a lot of
Love
awards
that.
for it as well. Very reputable.
Yeah.
And he was engaged by the US military years ago to actually help with an invention that could keep the Navy SEALs awake when they were serving out on those submarines and not seeing daylight or sunlight for actually 6 months at a time. What would help keep their energy? This is where he first came up with the technology of the patch technology itself, using your own body's heat and light to activate whatever message was going to be in that patch, which obviously the first one was called the Energy Enhancer patch. And from there, war broke out, so he couldn't keep going with his research, but he was able to take the patent on that technology, released it into the athletic field. It really actually had incredible impact
It
with
did.
athletes, Olympians, In fact, the Americans, the swim team one year, won so many of the medals that they were drug tested like 4 times.
Yeah, it was Michael Phelps. And that was the year around 2001 or something from memory that they just cleaned up. And you can actually see in the photos, he's wearing one of the energy patches. They thought they were being drugged, like doping. And so they went and did all the tests and found out, no, there was nothing chemical going into your body. And that's one of the most important parts of this technology is there's nothing, it's non-transdermal. There's no drug, no chemical going into your body.
And so then what he did was he took it himself, he invested the finance himself, and he brought it to market, the actual technology. LifeWave is 20 years old as a company. The stem cell therapy, the light therapy patch that elevates your stem cells is about 4 years old. So this has had huge investment. The patent on it just means that, again, it's globally recognized as being able to elevate copper peptides, which, do your research on those. That's a really big deal in our body. Activate stem
We
cells.
don't have enough copper, and that's one of the biggest things that everyone's starting to realize in our bodies.
And improve energy and elevate antioxidants. So we love that. This patent's a big deal, even then from like a business point of view, because we've got 17 more years, 16 more years now for this technology to be in our hands as brand partners. And literally he has chosen the direct selling model. So people will share with people all over the world.
And with it being a patent, it means that no one else has this technology. They can't use this technology. So we're the only ones with it. There's at least 16 years to go on this patent. And by then he would have evolved it into the next evolution of that technology. And so this is a huge opportunity. So we ask, why X39 stem cell activation patch? It's a great question that you would ask. The fewer stem cells you have, and I'm sorry, this is the negative, and I hate being negative, but it's just the truth. And the truth is the truth. The faster you age and the slower you heal. We didn't know that by the age of 30, half of your stem cells have become inactive, and around 60, they completely become inactive. And that's why we can see around those age markers some real depreciation in people's health. And so this is going to change that. And so we're all experiencing symptoms of aging, but this product is an anti-aging product. It's how does it work? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy. So it's using your light, it's light activated. It reflects the light not from outside. So you don't need to go outside like a solar system and get charged up. It's using your heat and your light of your body. So if you go out at nighttime and people put those goggles on that can see the heat and light around people, because we emanate, is that the right word? Heat and light. As you can see on those goggles, that's what's on those cameras, whatever you call them, those thermal cameras. It's using your own heat and light and going back into your body and basically charging your copper peptides to work with your stem cells. So as I said, there's no drugs or chemicals, no stimulants. It's non-invasive, it's non-transdermal. It's just your heat and light through some amino acids and crystals. That is a proprietary form of technology that he has that is working to do that in your body.
So there's some of the benefits, and you'll hear a few more in the stories, but the ones we can absolutely claim, although we will say this is nothing we share is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical conditions. Right. We get to tell stories and we get to talk about benefits. So increased strength is huge for people. Reduced inflammation, you'll see how inflammation markers are everywhere in our body. Increased stamina, immediately patching certain people, they realize, okay, they can just move that little bit more or endure longer during the day. Energy and vitality is amazing.
Can I just say that, because I think you breezed too fast over the reduced inflammation. Most diseases and causes of ailments in our body comes from inflammation. So this is a massive opportunity to be able to help our bodies with that part of what's causing so many problems.
Mental clarity, you're going to see in an image of our brain balancing in the next image around how there is so much mental health breakthrough on this patch.
That's right.
Restored muscle and skeletal conditions. We're talking about, again, the regenerative process over time of strengthening bones and muscle and actually regrowing cartilage and all the things around joints and ligaments. There's just wild stories there too. Improvement of sleep, that's been a huge game changer.
The mental clarity was
Yeah.
big for me. I feel like the brain fog and everything left. I got focused. My ADHD started to get actually, what would be the word? Like my central nervous system stable. And then I was on a sleep apnea machine for a year and a half. And I'm now off that for 7 months. I'm off that, sleeping like I've never slept before, dreaming like I've never dreamt before, and sleeping all the way through the night, not waking up. And so that's been one of my results. But as you've said, everyone has different results.
Yeah.
And so we're excited always to see what it does on people's bodies.
So this is an image of a brain scan of a 77-year-old woman that has been patching from week 1 right through to session 3. This is 6 weeks on the X39. Anywhere there's red is where there's inflammation and lack of brain connection and connectivity and coherence. And then you start to see that inflammation go down, and by session 3, even less down. Now, brain inflammation in our brain is it's not just for elderly, although of course we know that's where so much challenge comes when it comes to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and dementia. But you talk about brain inflammation actually in a younger generation now, very, very young ages where this inflammation starts. Just stress, the inflammatory responses our body has to stress and life and chemicals and all the things. And so this also is proving to be a game changer when it comes to the focus, Andrew said, ADHD, a lot of challenges around autism and some of those
anxiety,
those kind of challenges too. And actually, if Martin stays on, I'll get him to share a story about his son. But here's some long-term results we love.
And we love long-term results. And so get this, the first few days when you start patching, 4,000 genes in your body begin to reset. That blew me away. I'm like, even just that, I would give this a go for, to see that start to happen. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. And I found that. And I know Vanessa was very thankful for that. And so that's what begins to happen around the 6 week mark. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Now, look, collagen's a big word at the moment, and we love it. It all helps. But we're not just talking about collagen around the face and the skin. It's also the internal collagen that's around your vital organs, which is so super important. So that's happening. And within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. They did a study and they found that out of the amount of people, I think it was 100 people or so that they did this study with, the average heart age that it reversed was 8 years. And so if you've come from especially heart genetic issues, which I have in my side of the family, things like that really count and really matter. So it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing, that the CEO and inventor likes to say. So how to wear your X39.
Yeah. So this is, again, this is what it looks like. The simple thing about this, friend, and we've just been talking, we talked to, so many people about this, is you're not thinking about a supplement. You're not thinking about a powder. You're not asking even aging parents, and we're talking young and old, but a girlfriend just said, it's so easy to tell my mom to patch, wear 1 patch a day, not have to take all these other things. So you put 1 patch on, and then you take it off 12 hours later, 12 hours, because you want your body, after the regenerative work is starting, you need some rest from that regeneration. So we call this a daytime patch that you wear, and you can pop it anywhere as soon as you get access to this that you might feel that your body is having a challenge. But the 2 main places it's been tested is behind the neck and under the belly button. You take it off after 12 hours. It's got about 16 hours of light therapy activity in it once these the cover at the back has been taken off. But after 12 hours, our human body deals with it well at around 12 hours. When there's a few hours left of light therapy, people all over the world will patch a plant because they respond so well to photolight therapy, or an animal. Even Michelle and Stafford on have testimony around their little dog, and I've been witness to this 14-year-old dog and like just the bounce back that this dog has had because patch goes on his little sleeping pillow at nighttime.
Yeah.
Then
But my challenge with that is, if you were hoping that your dog would only last a certain amount of time so you get your life back, you may not want to patch him.
Ignore him.
But if you want
You're a
it to
dog
go
lover.
longer than that, then keep patching.
So, and then you wear one more, you can wear more than one at a time. You can add a second one if you're an extreme challenge in your health. There's about 50% extra activity that can go on for you. But we also have some support patches that supercharge some of the healing aspects of our body.
We call this the David Beckham patch. It's the superstar patch. And it's the one that does all the heavy lifting. It's the only one with the stem cell technology, the X39. Every other patch, which your brand partner will talk to you about when you look to order and start getting your health back and prioritizing that in your life, if you haven't, like we didn't, they just support what the X39 is doing. And so we can help you with that. They can help you with that, with those extras, depending on your health challenges. But can I just say this, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as someone who's busy, like us all, a lot of the time we're all focused on surviving and then wanting to thrive and become financially free. And we believe in that. We're personal development coaches as well. But we tended to sacrifice our health for that. And I believe we can have both.
Yeah. So drink plenty of water and add a little Celtic sea salt, Celtic sea salt, or an electrolyte in, just because your body and these stem cells, when they wake up, they move really well with water in and through your body as well. So, and you'll actually want to do that. So there are some wonderful stories. We're just going to take a few more minutes to share on some of how these patches are changing people's lives, again, with no medical claims to what this could do in your body. Because when you hear one story, a patch on one person, when you're in Stem Cells Wake Up, they go to where your body needs them to go, which will be so unique to you. So we're going to invite Terry and Kate just to say hi. They're over there in Ottawa, and we have just had the chance to meet when I was over that side, and we launched with Michelle and Stafford. So they've just dived into this. Tell us what's happening for you early days.
Well, it's been pretty amazing. It really has. Terry, go for it.
Oh, let's see. We've got the X39. Brain fog within, say, the first day to 2 days. Yeah. I'm up in the wee hours of the morning. I'm up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm driving. And I'm sitting in the car driving to work, and I swear I had like 6 cups of coffee. I was that alert, but I had no extra energy of like I'm shaking because I'm crazy. And I'm just sitting there going, no, there's got to be something else. The only thing I could think of was, this is day 2 of patching. And the mental clarity was there. The negative thoughts, because in my job, I spend a lot of time alone wandering around the building, and your mind goes everywhere. At least mine does. And sometimes you get down a rabbit hole of super negative.
Yep.
And it was so easy to see the negativity coming and to just say, go on, get lost. Not today. Not now. And just easier to see it. And then I have the Aeon as well, because I've got arthritis creeping into my body here and there.
Such an old man.
Yeah, I know.
Never.
I know. It's like that. Well, I learned you play hard as a young man, you pay hard as an old man. So, but I haven't had any arthritis pain in my foot, and my restless legs seem to be not quite so restless anymore.
Yeah, I'm not getting kicked half the night.
That's amazing.
And
I love that.
Yeah.
And this is only first week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's amazing, you guys.
It's so good. And
Yeah, for me, I get it's the brain fog, the mental clarity it's just all of a sudden it's there, which I mean, I'm always in a fog.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. But
Yeah.
today today at work I noticed um in my job, I work in a fabric store and I manage the drapery and upholstery department. So I'm working with large and often very heavy rolls of fabric and vinyl. Sometimes those rolls of vinyl can be up to 30 to 40 to 50 pounds. And I was having to reorganize and move a whole lot of stuff around. And when I finished for the day, I suddenly realized, hey, wait a minute. I didn't have to stop and take back pills
Wow.
because my back wasn't screaming blue murder at me. So it's
Oh,
like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I'm liking this.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Love
And
it.
Well
we're
done.
patching our eldest son,
Mhm.
Patrick. And we've noticed because he suffers a bit with depression, because that's also part of the ADHD and the spectrum as well plays into that as well. And we've noticed that it's even just within a week, it's starting to turn around for him.
Amazing.
It's changing.
Yeah.
His outlook is really changing. It's
Oh,
been
so
fantastic.
cool. Well, thank
Such
you for sharing. So, so wonderful. Amazing. And
so good.
we have I actually have Martin here, and just a really quick, like 2 minutes. You just mentioned on our team meeting, Martin, you're over in Australia. Just what's happening for you and then your son. Would you just quickly share that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm local. I know Vanessa's sister Lara, who's just around the corner. Yeah, I started patching because I have arthritis in my upper back and I have a little pinky that's really sore. And it took about 3 weeks of the X39 on the C7 on my back, and the ache's gone. I had been prescribed prescription medication from the doctor, which I didn't like taking, but it calmed it down. So the pain was like not a constant ache. So that was the first thing. I got a little pinky here, which
Okay.
used to be twice that size. Is like a broken knuckle, but it wasn't broken. And I couldn't touch it. I can now squeeze it and it's
Wow.
not hurting. And
Wow.
it's half the size. So if a knuckle can go down half a size, that took a couple of months.
Wow.
I have vivid dreams. I'm sleeping better. And as a man over 60, I have my blood tests, PSA and all that, and that was all okay. But I was having problem, like peeing. You feel like you want to turn the tap on. Now I
Yeah.
get up for a pee in the middle of the night, and it's like, I think I can write my name in the snow, like when I was 25. So that was a byproduct. So I go, wow, that is fantastic. Instead of
I love it. Yeah.
it's like, whoa, fantastic. So I wasn't even thinking about that. I just realized that was another one. My
Yeah.
son's got Asperger's. They don't call it that anymore. They call it on the spectrum. So he had a lot of anxiety, difficulty in social situations. He's been on the patch a couple of months. He's almost like a new guy. He doesn't get that anxiety. He is in a church, and he's on the welcome people committee. He now has a full diary: Friday dance class, Saturday
Wow.
was it sports. He's got Connect Group, church on Sunday and serving. He also is project manager for his house and all his cars, and his energy level. And also he had some gut problems he was vax damaged, like leaky gut and some sort of allergies. And he's much better in himself, and he's almost like he's grown up. He's 34.
Wow.
And he's a pleasure to be around. And he says, "Oh, I just feel so much better. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm busy," you know. So it's working really well for him and for me. So that's it.
Thank you for sharing. Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, wow.
And I think, like, where do you get that for, as you'll hear in a moment, for less than a price of a coffee a day?
Yeah.
to get results like that,
Yeah.
people are getting their freedom back,
I know.
which
Yeah.
for us is one of our key values of life is freedom in every
I
area.
know. It's amazing.
So thank you for sharing, and I'm going to keep
Awesome.
believing for your knuckle
Yeah.
and for your son.
Yeah.
And what I loved about that is some people get instant results, but the thing is, unfortunately we've got lots of stuff going on in our body and things we don't even know about. And the whole anti-aging process is, for some they'll get something in a day, and others it could take 3 months, could take 6 months.
Yeah.
But for what it is and the price, we're like,
Amazing.
this is a technology that everybody needs the
Yeah.
opportunity to say yes to, at least. So
And
thank you for that,
So
Martin.
good.
It's great for my golf game. I can go out knowing that it's not going to ache halfway through. So I've been playing golf all week, 4 rounds in 5 days, no problem.
Amazing.
Wow.
So good.
That is amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, we are going to do this regularly. I was going to, Carol, ask you to share like you did at your launch, but we'll do that another day. And Ehab and Claire, a very reputable osteopath there in Montreal, would love you to share another day as well, just around even what you believe around the technology. But we love this. We're going to be doing these weekly for
Exactly.
Canada and the US. So thank you for sharing today. That's wonderful. We're just going to talk very simply around how to purchase these patches as well. So I'll just share my screen again, and then we'll just show you how to do that, because you'll be circling back with your brand partner. Oh, we do just want to say, go to thisisit.info.com and have a look at hundreds of testimonies in there, like very inspiring, life-changing testimonies.
They're very transparent. What I love about this company is they're not trying to hide everything so that people don't know what's really happening.
Yeah.
They've gone all out with what the technology is, the testimonies, everything that's on there. You can deep dive as much as you want. Go thisisit.info.com.
Amazing. So we just love to change hats for a second as we share how you can get this product, because some of you will want to just consider sharing this immediately, like you want to just share it because you love already. You can think of so many people. Others are like, wow, could I add this in to the way I really do business and do life? So this is a brilliant company.
It is, and everyone's looking for another multiple stream of income, and we encourage people to always have options. To me, money is just the option to choose.
That's right.
It's the freedom to choose. And so this can be just about your health, and ourselves and your brand partner, they are there for you to help walk this through with you, to see your health come back and beyond. For others, it's health and having a another financial stream of income. And so what I love about this company is it's 20 years young. So it's not like started yesterday and there's no credibility. It's been around for 20 years. But what happened is, with this new technology, the X39 stem cell regeneration technology, is it went from a $20 million company in 2021 with those support patches, which are amazing. But it went from 2021 from a $20 million revenue company to $320 million in 22, 430 in 23. It's going to be probably hitting 600 million this month for 2024 because of this new technology. And so it is a massively credible company. And it's a great opportunity. It's in over now 100 and I think 10, 20 countries and counting as it's opening up countries to this product. So as you share, if you're wanting to share this, because this is something that you can't keep to yourself, because it's so amazing what it's doing for people that they share. And so this is now in over 120 countries. So you can share this with friends all over the world. And what we love about this product, it's not a Me Too product. Like, you got your pill, you've got your candles, you've got your oils. I love all those things, and I have them beside my bed with oils and all of those things. But this, no one else has. This is the only one with this technology. And if you see anything similar, either they will sort it out, or as an infringement, or it's something that hasn't got any of the technology that this has. They've just copied the patch. This is the only one with that technology.
So this company, for example, is now hit #1 momentum company in the world in direct selling. We want to tell you why the inventor himself, who is the most heartfelt, passionate humanitarian we've ever met, he wanted to use direct selling because he did want to break past this being outpriced in a company or outpriced in a corporation or not able to get into country by country. So he chose direct selling so people would share with people all over the world. His vision is for 1 billion homes to have this technology and access to this patch. Because of that, it's just become so fast all around the world in its growth. The way that he wants people to be able to get that patch, and we'll come back to this, is he actually wants to pay you for sharing. So if you share with 4 people, say you order a patch, let's call it the Advance, you'll see it in a minute. If you share with 4 or 5 people, you'll be able to cover the costs of that initial investment. And that's his whole structure. It's just share with 4 people, cover your own costs. If you want to grow to the thousands, like 25,000+ in one of the ways you get paid, then you can run with that. And we'll support anyone
100%.
who, as a business, would really, we're entrepreneurs. So we love mobilizing other people in business. But his whole structure was just, if you share with 4 people, you can, in the next few months, get your costs covered. So this can be cost neutral for your own product. But it's really important that you do start to dream when it comes to your own health and when it comes to wealth, what matters most to you.
So for us, all of these things matter to us.
Mhm.
And you could think about it, what it matters to you. Family matters to us. Time matters to us. I want to start buying back time. And I do that through being financially free.
Mhm.
We have a daughter in Canada. She's living in Montreal at the moment, and we want to be able to visit her whenever we want. And if she
Yeah.
gets married and has kids, we don't want to ever be those people that can only go once a year if we're lucky to go and see our other side of the family. So freedom really matters to us. Security, we want financial security, we want security of where we live, all of those things. Travel, we love travel. We've traveled the world and we feel like we're only just getting started. That really matters. Maybe it does to you. Maybe you've always wanted, like I was able to do, one of the blessings of my life is take my mother on her birthday a few years ago, who's never really traveled outside of Australia, to Paris. And we spent a week, just son and mum, in Paris. And I took her to all my favorite places. I couldn't have done that if I was stuck in something that didn't release me. And then better health. We all need there's no point having wealth if you don't have health. Health is the true wealth, but I believe you can have both. And then for many of us, less debt. And who knows where the economy is going, where the world is going. We want to be in a strong financial position for whatever happens. And so whatever that is for you, we say with the opportunity of the CEO and inventor of creating and using the direct selling model to get it to as many people as possible, to compensate as many people as possible. It's becoming the fastest business model for Gen Z and for Gen X, the millennials, sorry, and Gen X that we've seen. And so instead of big corporations making all the money, we get to create other streams of income as well.
So this is it. If think about a few other people, we'd love anyway, whether you want to access the commission for that. If you think of anyone else that you love, then your brand partner, even if you don't want to do this, would say, well, please let me help them because I'm so passionate about this. But what's lovely right now is we basically partnered with about 10 people 9 months ago and just rang a few friends after this exact presentation and said, hey, we're onto something. This is like going to be a game changer for our health, and we believed for our wealth. And now we're watching these friends and their friends and their friends and now their friends. Like literally it's spread
So
to
cool.
over 1,000 people in the last 9 months just because we called 10 people that we loved.
We have friends all over the world now. And if
Now-
we travel, it's a tax deduction through our company. So many benefits.
And what's lovely, why I like to show what we call these matching bonuses, is while the company's paying them incredibly generous money, then the company says thank you to us for introducing thanking them and thank you that they're going to continue sharing. And so there's this beautiful flow up and down of how our business helps them, and also it helps us as well, and everyone wins. So it's been wild to watch the kind of financial freedom a lot of people we love are coming into. So this is really simple how to order. I love to just show basically the order form that your brand partner is going to send you. They do have a link, but when they send you a link, they want to help you like make the right order and work out how to get into their organization in a way that sets you up properly. And so this is the order form they will send you if you want to do it manually, and they'll help you do that. But it's really simple how you can purchase the X39.
So you got 3 different options. I'll make it really simple. Core, $299 US for, it's all in US dollars because it's all around the world. But if you get compensated, it's in US dollars as well. So, which is fantastic, especially for us Australians and Canadians with the exchange rate. It's that's 3 sleeves. So that's 3 months of the X39. And really that pack is for someone on their own, or someone who's just wanting to get their health back on their own, and to maybe finances are a little bit tight to get started. And again, with the sharing method, within a month or two, they could be being compensated up to $400 US a month to be able to pay for that and some. Then for those that are a family or wanting to start to build that second stream of income as they start slowly or go fast with that, you get 6 months worth, 6 sleeves of the X39, or with some of the support patches, but your brand partner will talk to you about that for $535 US D. And that also helps you to be able to start the sharing side of the business and be able to reach those, unlimited thresholds. And then for many, the premium, which is what we jumped into, either having a large family, because if you buy in the premium instead of buying the patches for I think just over $99.95 US, you're only paying $87.50 US at the premium rate. So you get 20 of these X39s or a whole bunch of the support patches, as your brand partner will explain. And for many of us, number one, having like a medical kit of the different patches for we use health technology rather than medical technology where we can first. But then also, as we're building the business on the side, we need to have extra to share with people, to give them one, for them to try it, for them to see how it works for them. And then if they order, and the thing is, when people decide to do this, you want your order yesterday. And depending on where you live and depending on which pack, the premium is the fastest pack because it's larger. And so they expedite the delivery for you. People want them as soon as possible. So if you live close to somebody where your brand partner is, they might be able to give you a month's worth to start with. And then when yours arrives, you return that month to them. So you'll need extra product. And really, that's the one that opens up the greatest potential to build this business as another stream of income. So we always say, if it's just about your health, we're here for you to see you get your health, claim your health back. If it's about both, we'd love to work with you on how to get it out to everyone else, as this technology, must not be kept to a select few, but to help as many people as possible and be compensated financially.
And this investment that you're making, clearly, just to clarify, is only one up. It's the first month that you will invest in these patches. At the 3 months, it's the minimum commitment we want you to make to your own health. 90 days on the patches, 97% of people will see a change. So that's why we make the minimum investment of 3 months worth to start with. After that, you can just go on a monthly, like auto ship, they call it. You can be getting some wonderful volume coming in from teams that are flowing and sharing, but you could just be ordering 1 month after that to stay active and also committed to your own health. You've got to think 1 month per decade of your life for the use on these patches. It is regenerative technology, so don't think overnight, and definitely make that commitment longer term. So even couples, the premium pack is the best price if they never wanted to share, never wanted to do any of that, but they just wanted that 10 months of patching each, they'd get that in the premium. And that's a brilliant commitment to make to your own health. So these are the options to share, and we would love to help you in any way. We've got
Exactly.
great information on their website for testimonies, and then we've got an amazing team that we are also partnered with that really helps you if you do want to share and scale. So we are so excited about what this would look like for you.
For the price again of a coffee per day, to me, the results that people are getting are unbelievable. And the way I see it, as a business person and into insurance for other areas of my life and business, even as an insurance policy, that I know for $5-6 a day that this is, and that's Australian, so even cheaper. If you work in US currency, that for this to be giving my body the best shot to not just live long, but to live well.
Yeah.
And that's our goal, is to help people to live long and to live well. And so we're excited for your future. And I just encourage you, sign up as soon as you can if you want to do this, because people, it's exciting to see what happens after you start patching, like we heard from the testimonies today.
So good. So get back to the brand partner that shared this with you. This is going to be on YouTube. So they're going to share often, even outside of this one presentation. And we cannot wait to see the results on your body and
Yes.
in your family and in your financial flow, if that's the way you also want to really take this model and share too. So thanks for being on. Thanks for trusting the person that invited you. And we are excited about the future for you as well.